Alright. Everyone stop. Stop the fucking press. I've got an idea, okay? What if we take Burn and we remove all the white crap and we then add cards that allow us to cast green spells, like, you know, like Stomping Grounds, and then blue cards, or cards that allow us to cast blue cards, like Seam Fence. So basically, we're now like a rug mana base. We're still mono red, but we're splashing Uro. Because Uro is the best fucking thing that's ever happened to Magic, right? Do you remember when everyone was mad about Uro getting banned and nothing else in Standard? Do you remember that day? That was like a week ago. And it feels like when you're this close to the hobby and everyone's trying their hardest to fucking have a hot take on Twitter about these fucking Walking Dead cards and criticising other people for being upset about them, and then criticising other people for not realising that capitalism is bad, and criticising other people for monetizing their videos, and criticising... It's like, can we go back to being annoyed about Uro? Can we? So I'm going to do it now. I'm going to dominate Modern with this Burn deck that I've just like shoehorned Uro into. I'm also putting 4 mana on foes so we can like cast Uro off of mountains, although in my fucking fevered ramblings this morning, I did only put 1 mountain in. Yeah, that's the deck. Send tweet. A quick aside that I discovered during the production, during the recording of this video, was that where I was a bit het up and somewhat excitable, you will notice at one point in this video I noticed that my sideboard is full of white cards and I have no white mana sources. Now, what happened here was that I changed the deck. I fiddled around with the numbers. I had the idea for this deck a couple of days ago, but I fucked around with it this morning. Now, I was so excited to get to recording and just playing some Magic instead of talking about it that I forgot to change my sideboard. Now, I've done this many a time. I've left Collector Oof in my decks when I've added an equipment package, for example. I've done loads of that kind of stuff. But I've never, in my entire time playing Magic the Gathering, accidentally played a load of core Firewalkers with not a single white producing land in my deck. Now, we can cast these off Manamorphose. Will I at some point? Probably not. But I just want to own it, okay? I just wanted to own it. So, I think it's round 1 or 2 where I realised... I think it must be round 1 when I go to sideboarding. But look, we all make mistakes and sometimes you've got to own them. Sometimes you've got to admit that calling the Rules Committee of Commander out on stuff and then accidentally creating some sort of community for fascists and shit, sometimes it's not the right thing to do. And you have to own it. Admit your mistakes. And move on with your life. Grow from the mistakes that we make. So, I'll now go back to playing some Magic. Won the die roll, which is super important as we're playing a no-brainer deck like Burn. I can guarantee somebody winced at that comment. Oh. Oh, Magic. Okay, that's, guess you could say unfortunate. We do have a double Goblin Guide hand, so the fact that we can't target them isn't the worst. But I'm assuming they're either going to be Boggles, or I was about to say the Epic Spell, Enduring Idea, an enchantment prison deck that looks to make a lot of mana, cast this and play Prison. You know what? I'm into it. I'm glad they're here. Fucking ley line. Temple of Triumph from our opponent. On the upside, Uro's quite good against the ley line, right? Uro will be a big stompy boy. Drew a Lava Spike, which... it's just not fucking ideal, if I'm honest with you. I shot myself for literally no reason there. Perhaps to send a message, or because I wasn't really thinking straight. Suppression field in their command zone, which is gonna... command zone in the revealed card zone, which is gonna make our fetch land next turn cost 2 mana. I should have fetched now to play around suppression field, honestly. Tap land from our opponent, no suppression field today. We're gonna slap them for 4. Nykthos in hand, okay. Fun fact, I just realised I modelled up the deck and I left all these white cards in our sideboard that we can't actually cast without Manamorphose. Because, well, look, it's early on Monday morning, okay? It's early on Monday morning. This is also a 9 lives. So now we get to do just some damage to their 9 lives. Ugh. Solemnity. Well, okay. We can't win. We have lost the game. Cool. I really wish I had some sideboard cards I could cast. But I've come into this now with a lot of... I guess I can Manamorphose into these things. Look, sometimes you wake up on a Monday morning, you have an idea, and then you fuck up the sideboarding. I even cut the red-white fucking Canopy Land for Fiery Islets because I'm a fucking idiot. Do I keep a hand that doesn't have actual persistent source of damage? No, I don't. Do I keep a hand that probably doesn't do anything. Yeah, sure. Let's give this a shot. I'm gonna put the lava spike back on the bottom of my life. Are they gonna reveal the fucking die? Oh, it hurts. Okay, we're gonna play this tapped. Maybe I need to start like firing off my bolts and rift bolts just to get Uro out. We didn't draw another land, so I'm gonna spike myself. Halo from our opponent. They're never gonna name Uro on the upside. Goblin Guide named by our opponent. We drew another lava spike. Just gonna spike myself again. We'll draw another land eventually. 9 lives from our opponent. Okay. Our chance of winning are getting slimmer and slimmer. Let's play an Eidolon. Enduring ideal for solemnity, I guess. Axion unlife. Okay, do you know what? I've kind of seen enough. It's okay, opponent. You got me. Now, part of me knows I should, like, drop from the league. But I'm not gonna. I paid $10 to play in this league. It's not my fault that I didn't think about my sideboard at, like, 8 o'clock this morning. So, yeah, let's just fucking go. Okay, we've won the die roll. We need every fucking mercy we can get with how I've set us up. Yeah, fuck it. One lander? Yeah, let's do this. We got this. We got this. I'm going to lead with Riftbolt, I think. Suspending Riftbolt. Island from our opponents. Ruin Crab from our opponents. So they're on mill. I guess playing so many fetch lands ain't great, but it'll help with our Uro. We're going to Riftbolt the Ruin Crab. We're going to draw a land. No, we're not. I lied. We drew a Searing Blaze. Goblin Guide go. Revealing an island. I love the showcase frame for Ruin Crab. I think it's gorgeous. Looted dealt from our opponent. They fetch a swamp. They pass the turn to us. We're going to see a drown on the lock here. In for 2. Revealing. Just a simple fatal push. No drown on the lock. They kill our Goblin Guide and it reveals an Archive Trap. Cool. We're just going to spike. They're going to Field of Ruin us, which will make us Archive Trappable. That's fine. We're going to grab our only basic mounted. Look. I'm not saying I'm a master deck builder, okay? Oh, double Archive Trap, of course. Is it going to be triple? Is it going to be triple Archive Trap? Is it? No, just they're just going to draw a lot of cards of Vision of Beyond. Fucking great. We have not drawn another land, so I'm just going to suspend Riftbolt. Because, you know, like you do. It does unlock the Skewer of the Critics in our hand. We only have 20 lands in our deck total, and currently in our graveyard we have 9. Half our lands are either in play or in our graveyard. Isn't ideal, not great. Visions of Beyond, they draw some more cards. Polluted Delta, mill us for 3 more. Not hitting a land, so we've still got 10 lands left. They hit a land that time, we have 9 lands left. They're going to eat a Lava Spike from our graveyard to gain themselves. We're going to shoot them for 3, draw a Wooded Foothills, play the Wooded Foothills, we're going to crack the Wooded, we're going to grab a Blue Source, the last one we have left in our deck, and we're going to Searing Blaze the Hedgehog. Down to 7. They're almost dead, my friends. We can Bolt, Skewer, plus something else them. They activate Mikakoro to draw us a card. Honestly, fetching and then playing an Uro feels pretty bad, I think. We're going to play a fetch land, we're going to play an Eidolon. We only have 13 cards left in our library. Cast a Fatal Push, which... Yep, they get a 5. Player draws a card with Drawn Islet. I don't think I'm going to crack this fetch, just in case one of the 8 cards in their hand is one of the other 2 Archive Traps. Just punched my desk. I'm so sorry for the high quality of production that comes with this channel. But yeah, I don't want to get another Archive Trap up in my arsehole. They can now, like, escape, cling to dust. No, they're not. They're gonna surgically extract my lightning bolt. Okay, we're gonna have to fetch here. We can fire the lightning bolt off in our hand. They have an Archive Trap, we just die. 1 time, no a 3rd Archive Trap. Bolt them. Go to 2. You get to exile all the lightning bolts from our graveyard, library, and hand. Putting us down to like 10 cards in library. We're gonna untap. We're hopefully gonna skewer them. Dark Slick Shores tapped from our opponent. No Archive Trap from the looks of things. We can unclench our butt cheeks now. We can play a Firely Islet. A Firely Islet? In case of a Spell Pierce, they're not going to be playing Spell Pierce. It's a very, very uncommon thing, right? I think I've got them. I think Burn did burn. Yes! Burn did burn things. Now, Smash to Smithereens is a consideration because they might have Mesmerical, but I'm going to bring in both Skull Cracks because I'm more scared of then casting, is it Coffin Purge? The thing that exiles creatures from a graveyard and they gain 3 life per creature. That thing is fucking brutal. Grave Purge? Rectal Prolapse Purge? I don't know what it's called, alright? Stop asking. 1 lander, double Swift Spear. Yeah. I got this. This is a hand that can kill. We're going to go turn 1 Swift Spear. If they go turn 1 Crab, then our Swift Spear, Taylor Swift Spear, gets fucking cock-blocked by a crab. Isn't Magic wild? I think that completely justifies the inclusion of The Walking Dead in the latest secret lair. Monks fighting crabs. That's wild. That's crazy. Just like having other intellectual properties in your game. Okay, we're going to crack a bloodstained mile. We're going to go and get a stomping ground or a steam vents. We're putting it archive trapped up the shitter. But, you know, you got to live life dangerously. We're going to pay 2 life here. We're going to make 1 red mana. Guess we're going to lead with a swift. Archive trap number 1. It's 13 cards in our graveyard. Absolutely busted. I demand this be banned. I demand it. Are they going to surgical extraction my fucking lightning bolts again? Grumble. Grumble, grumble. That's what we call it. Okay. Swift Spear resolves. Cool. Combat and slap you. Blood Chief's Thirst to destroy our creature. Sure. Drew an Arid Mesa. Crack the Mesa. Grab a Steam Vents. We're going to shock ourselves because our life total is a resource here. They are hardly ever aggressive. But Mill doesn't play like Jace's Phantasms or any of that sort of like mill payoff. It's all about that mill, no aggro. Stern Dismissal in their hand. Okay. I've never seen them play this, but I guess it's a more versatile unsummon. Manic Vista from our opponent. Drew an Arid Mesa. I'm gonna force the dismissal out of them now. Cast Manamorphose. Put double red up. We're gonna cast Manamorphose again. Guess I'm gonna make a blue and a green in case I draw an Uro. I did not. We're gonna crack an Arid Mesa. Grab Steam Vents. Say yes. Oh, why did I make a blue and a green? I want to suspend a Rift Bolt. I want to suspend a Rift Bolt. I knew what I was doing, and I just was like, but what if I draw an Uro? I think Uro, if I'm honest with you, if I'm completely frank about it, its existence right now is making me play worse. It's making my game plan worse. It's making me potentially lose this match. Goblin Guide's going to reveal... Yeah, so what I should have done there, what I was originally planning to do was suspending 2 Rift Bolts and then replaying the Swift Spear post combat. They've got an Archive Trap coming. Okay, they're on 1 card in hand, plus the Archive Trap they're about to draw. They're on 11. But I didn't do that, because I'm a fucking idiot. I was like, what about Uro? What about Uro? No one ever stops to say, how is Uro? Only, what about Uro? I'm sick of it, alright? Uro's got feelings too. They have fetched a basic land. Draw a card off of the Mikakoro. Cool, 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 cool. We're going to untap and draw a Steam Vent. We're going to pay 2 life for it. We're going to play a Swift Spear. We're going to Lava Spike our opponent. We're going to suspend a Rift Bolt. We're going to suspend a Rift Bolt. And then we're going to do the Beat Face. Now, they've scooped. But if they drew Cling to Dust, they could have gained 3 life. If they drew... Is it Crypt Incursion? Not Rectal Prolapse Excursion? I don't know, the card that gains them life. Tell me in the comment section below. I don't fucking... Winning die rolls is easy. Quote me on that. You can put that on my fucking gravestone. I'm going to keep this. We've got burn spells. We've got lands that can cast an earth. We draw it so it's not stuck on our hand rotting like a festering dump in a toilet where the flush is broken. And we can play Goblin Guide on turn 1. Shock myself. Play a Goblin Guide. Let's see what you're working with. Show me what you have got, as that popular cartoon would say. How dare people like cartoons? How fucking dare they? Ooh, they're on mono white cool shit. Snow-covered plains. Have we seen an 8th of Isle here? We're going to see a Simian Spirit Guide plus Snow-covered plains to make a Stoneforge Mystic. Ooh, 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 wee wah. Do they get a Batter Skull here? Because they're not going to strand that in their hand. They're never putting... Oh! Sweet summer child! I am going to slam a Steam Vent life, and I think I'm going to Searing Blaze. Whilst it's more mana efficient to cast Lightning Bolt plus Rift Bolt here, I may not get a land drop, so I want that damage now. Although, to be fair, if they're playing Wisps and Thalias, I guess Searing Blaze would still be pretty good. Saving Mind Sensor into the revealed card zone, which is going to make our fetch lands pretty awkward, so I want to get our fetch lands out now. 2 lands, no play. They got 2-3 drops in hand, as we know. I guess I'm going to shock myself here. Lava Spike them. I'm going to suspend a Rift Bolt. I'm going to suspend a Rift Bolt. See, filling up the yard for Uro is easy. Attack them for 2. Simian Spirit Guide revealed on top of their library. So now they're going to draw it next turn. Oh, they've got a flash threat. Oh, they're just going to flash the Avon Mind Sense off of another Simian that's already in their hand. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly... It makes the Sky Play Apparition in their hand really bad. It also means they're dead to Rift Bolt, Lightning Bolt, unless they play like a Finks here or a Night of Autumn or something else that can suddenly gain them life. Cleansing Wildfire, because that plays Mind Sensor. Now... If I'm honest, oh, do not Ghost Quarter me, because I've only got 1 basic left. It doesn't matter, because I think they're going to die here. We're going to bring this Rift Bolt off cooldown, as I call it. Cast it and shoot them in the face. And we're going to bring this one off cooldown. Cast it and shoot them in the face. I'm then going to play a Monastery Spear. I'm then gonna bolt them. I'm just going with the flow here. Just doing whatever I want. Got him. Yeah, that's right. Uro is so powerful. Just by virtue of being in my deck, it's improving how Burn plays. I know I might have said it didn't improve it in the last round. I was being emotional. I would love to have a bit more spot removal in this matchup, especially Leaning Arbiter and even Mind Sensor. Problem being that they are white spells in a deck where I fucking struggle to cast white spells because I took all the white lands out and didn't fix the sideboard. Why am I like this? That said, they are playing Stoneforge Mystic and Aether Vial, so I am going to bring in 3 Smash the Smith, removing both the Skullcracks and a Lava. Okay, our hand has got spells that aren't good and Uro, which of course is the greatest magic card ever printed, but I don't think it combos very well with double Skirted Craigs, so I'm going to mulligan that. This hand, on the other hand, turn 2 Lava Spike, skew into Uro. Let's keep. I'm going to put on the bottom of my library the Manamorpho. Now, I need to crack this Bloodstained Mire ASAP because our opponent... Okay, Leyline of Sanctity it is. Looks like one the Uro backup plan then. We're going to play a Bloodstained Mire. We're going to crack it now before they can Simian out an Ape and Mind Sensor in response. And I guess I'll just go and get a Steam Vents tapped. Now, they can easily take us off reds and greens here, blues and greens here, so actually recasting the Uro is going to be very difficult. I guess Manamorphose can help. Nothing coming into play from our opponent here. Okay, Skewer the Critics is bad. Lava Spike is bad. But a Swift Spear. A Swift Spear is fine. Let's go to combat attack them with the Swift Spear. Isn't Leyline of Sanctity unfair? I'm just over here casting 1 mana red spells that are incredibly efficient for what they do and have huge amounts of redundancy and can be quite punishing, and then my opponent's playing a hate piece. That's not fun magic. Fun magic is 4-color legendaries that create insurmountable fucking advantage upon entering the battlefield. How dare they create cards that stop opponents from doing things? Everyone should get to do everything at all times. That's how magic works. We drew a Smash to Smithereens, which if there's a wear tear and we're in red-white would be loving life right now. We're now going to go blue, green, red, and cast an Uro. Opponent cannot financially recover from this. Draw a card, gain 3 life, and we put a Steam Vents into play. I am not going to pay the life. I think spiking myself here would be ill-advised. I mean, it would get 2 points through to them. Maybe it's okay. Flashing a Mind Sensor, okay. Block my Swift Spear. Okay, if we cast this Uro, I should have spiked to get stuff in the yard actually. If we cast this Uro and my opponent just paths it, that's a lot of work for very little gain. Although we do get to draw multiple cards, I guess. That's a sort of fireness. That's nice. We're going to suspend a Rift Bolt. And we're going to smash this. And you know what? I might even spike myself too, just to make sure we can cast Uro next turn. Now, it's costing us 6 life to do that, but Uro will pay some of that back. It's kind of like claiming things on expenses when you work for a bank. It's all pain, and eventually they might make it worth it, but not really. Is this a Thought-Knot Seer? That's smaller than an Uro, though. On the upside. That's definitely smaller than an Uro. We don't have to Rift Bolt ourselves now. We can actually Rift Bolt the Reality Smasher. But if we do that... No, I'm going to Rift Bolt myself. Uro it is. So we're escaping Uro in our Burn deck. Got if they untap, play a Lamb, play another sword, and then equip. I'm going to vomit my own spleen. Okay. 112. We've got a 6/6. Next turn we can play a Swift Spear and start going to town. And by going to town, I mean be roadblocked by a Reality Smasher. Winds of Abandon. Well, shit. Looks like we're going to have to double spell to kill this Reality Smasher. Maybe I should have done that turn. Okay, we're on 7. Our opponent's on 16. We've drawn a Foothills. That's nice. Searing... Oh, Searing Blaze doesn't even allow me to damage our opponent. Oh. Fucking Christ. Okay, well, I guess I can Searing Blaze myself. That's not good. We can even chump here, but we'd take a load. Take a load to the face. A load of Smasher. Okay, this is another smasher, is it? Well. Okay. That's 10 damage. We can at most stop 3 of it. We're dead. Access to white mana outside of Manamorphose. Jesus. We're going to play first. We've got double Eidolon. This'll do. Our opponent reveals us a Leyline of Sanctity, because of course they fucking do. We're going to play an Arid Mesa and I guess crack it now. Yeah, just in case they land Simian out on an Aven Mountain in response, we'll get a Steam Prince. Eldarize a Temple from our opponent. And we untap and we shock ourselves and we probably Manamorphose now, just to get out of the way before we cast the Eidolon. Or they cast a Thalia. Make 2 red, play an Eidolon. Snowcoat Plains from our opponent. We get to untap, play a Bloodstained Mire, cast another Eidolon. This is Apsos. We have Lightning Bolt in hand now to kill anything. So if they just like Simian out and Aven Mountains, we just kill it. It costs them 4 life to do so. It costs us 4 life to do it as well. Okay, we take him to 18. Now, another Eldorado Temple could be a smasher here. And that would suck. Okay, 4 lands. 4 mana. Is this a Thought-Seer? We can't even bolt their thing. So they 100% hit the bolt there. That makes absolute sense. We can now swing, and if they block, we can kill. Druid Islet, which is not terrible. We're going to go to combat and attack them. They do not block. We're now going to take 8 damage to kill the Thought-Seer, which seems bad. And you're right, it is bad. I lied, it's more than 8. Fiery Islet is also going to... But look, if we kill the Thought-Seer now, they can't block with it later. And if they play a Smasher now, we just die. We go to 5. We draw a card. We have Smash the Smithereens. Hopefully they don't play a TKS. A Reality Smasher. Like, one time, no Smasher. Play... No! Don't do that! Oh, fuck! I guess we could have not done what we did, but then we would have just took 9 anyway, and we would have been none the better off. GG. Ugh. Burn is hard. Even with the powerhouse that is Uro, Burn is hard. Right? This is it. And by this is it, I mean it's just round. But this is it. This is my final moment. I've won the die roll. We have a Goblin Guide and a Riftbolt and an Eidolon. 4 lands. It's a bit too many, but if we draw an Uro, everything gets better. And I wonder how many people have thought that in their lives. I'm going to draw a picture of Uro right now, and everything will be better. Everything! Steam Vents, pay the life, make 1 red mana, cast a Goblin Guide, go to combat, and let's see what our opponent is working with. Show me what you've got. An island? That's not even a clue! That's like a fucking given! Aether Vial. Oh, it's fucking Merfolk? God damn you, Nikachu! God damn you! Draw an Eidolon, which isn't the best thing in the world when it comes to fighting someone with a vial, but we're going to just shock the shit out of ourselves because life totals are 4, and I use this word very rarely. Pussies. I hate it. Why did I even say that? Fucking hell, I hate it. Okay, we're never saying that. The thing is, you can't be ironic on the internet. Someone will take you out of context and then try and shit in your cereal, and you're like, can you stop shitting in my cereal? Botanical Sanctum from our opponent. They have a Lord of Atlantis in hand, as Goblin Guide has guided us this day. He's been, if you look over there, that is the house that Jude Law bought with all of his dirty blood money. I made that up as well. I have no idea if Jude Law has blood money. If he does, he probably did buy a house with it. So I guess there is that. That is true. You are the critics. Okay. I'm going to shock myself again because I am not a coward. I can block warriors. Unlike Wizards of the Coast. What is this going to be? The Merfolk Trickster? Take 2? Wait. Turn off my Goblin Guide for a turn? Okay. Should we go to 11? Sure. We're going to attack them and they're going to block. And then I'm going to Riftbolt them going to 9 and they'll go to 11. That doesn't seem so hot. I guess I'm just going to pass the... Is that even remotely correct? Do I suspend Riftbolt? I'll suspend Riftbolt. Gotta use your mana efficiently. Now, they never have to tap their lands for mana again because of Aether Vial. They can now Vial a Lord, then a Lord, then a Lord. I am going to pay 4 life and shoot their other Lord. And I've got a Mutavault, which is just another body that didn't. Lord of Atlantis off of the Vial, of course. Oh, shit. They have Island Walk and I have Islands? It's almost like putting Uro into this deck made it worse. Almost like that. Rift Bolt, which is going to cost me 4 life, but it's worth it. Ah, that hurts so much. Go to 7. We're going to play the island. We're going to kind of want an Uro. Okay, they're on 14. We're on 7. I'm going to go to comp. If they have a Lord, they can just kill us on the crack. Dismember on top of their library. Do they block? I kind of really want them to block an Eidolon. I think we're more likely to win if they block and kill an Eidolon, take 4 going to 10, and we're currently kind of locked behind our own. They block the Goblin Guide, which is smart, because that makes our life a lot more difficult. They go to 10, we're on 7, and I just don't think I can cast another spell. As long as they can make bodies off their Varl and activate their Mutavault, we are fucked. Because if I cast another spell, it puts us under a lot of pressure, going to 3. If I cast another spell, it means that we could just fucking die to their stuff, or to our own stuff, because once we cast one spell, we can't cast another. They're activating Aether Vial, so they've got another Lord, I think. Master of the Pearl Trident. Activating Mutavault, it's got Island Walk, so we're never blocking this anyway. They attack us with their 3/3 Elk Ninja. We go to 4. We are now priced out of casting any spells in our deck. And we die to Island Walk next turn, I believe. We have drawn an Uro, which would be good if we could kill one of our Eidolons. I guess I'm going to pass the turn and die. Yeah, I fucked this. I've really fucked this. Like, there is no way we are winning. They just attack us 2 turns in a row with Mutavault. I really need them to fuck this up. Look, I'm coming to you once again in a time of need. I'm asking you, Merfolk opponent, to fuck this up. Just cast 3 spells. Surprise, surprise, they named Merfolk on their cavern. They're going to go to combat and not attack with the Mutavault, which is true. I guess maybe they're thinking I'll bolt the Master and then block the Mutavault. But that would get me killed. Okay, we're going to carry on not casting any, because I'm dead if I do. I guess maybe I should be attacking them with one of our Eidolons. But then if they vial... Well, if they vial something in, it's got Island Walk in. They go attacking with their Ape, Knight, Lion. Lion's not even a creature type. We're on 1. Now, this puts us exactly where we want to be. Because this means that we are in control of our own fate. And if we so desire, we can commit Honourable via Arid Mesa. We untap and we draw. I'm going to hold control to hold priority. And I'm going to die as a state-based action. Fuck. Okay, we're going to go first. We're going to fry some fucking fish. Okay, the 2-lander. I don't even want to play. But I think we have to. I'm going to leave with a snow-covered mountain. We're going to make a red and we'll play so it can do more damage next turn when I lightning bolt or similar. We're going to hit them for 1 down to 19. Pass back to them. Our plan next turn is to deploy both of these 1-drops. And be like, deal with it, fishy bastard. I'm quite a fan of fish. I like fried fish. I like fish tacos, definitely. I think fish can be very sickly, if I'm completely honest with you. And I need my fish to be quite heavily flavoured by something else. Something else needs to be in the dish. Really work, in my opinion. We're going to play 2 1-drops here. Like, fried fish is good, especially if it's battered. I don't mind, like, fried fish that isn't battered. That's fine as well. But I think batter is really good because batter can take on flavour. So if you, like, squirt lemon on some fish, that is some tasty shit. I love lemon on battered fish. I love salt and vinegar on battered fish as well. I wouldn't be a British person if I didn't like that. It's not my favourite though. Of all the takeaways, of all the like fast food and junk that you can have, I think that fish and chips is one of my least favourites. I'd much rather have some form of like Mexican food, Chinese food, Indian food, anything with a bit more spice and excitement to it, you know? They play a Lord of Atlantis. I really want to draw another land now so I can go Goblin Guide, Bolt Your Lord. Works. Land off the top, please! Yeah, there you go. We got there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone in betwixt, we have got there. We're going to shock ourselves here. We're going to bolt the Lord. We're going to get some prowess triggers. This is going to feel kind of bad for our opponent, if I'm honest. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because Merfolk is the devil. And sometimes you've got to show the devil the door. Sometimes you've got to show the devil the door. Now, they've cast Force of Negation to protect their Merfolk. Okay, fine. I'm going to play a Goblin Guide here then. Maybe I should play Eidolon this turn, I'm unsure. This is 8 damage representing those. They kind of have to block. I see that. Maybe they just want to play 2 Lords next turn somehow. I don't know. Goblin Guide number 1 reveals a Botanical Sanctum into their hand. Well done, Goblin Guide, for giving our opponent some gas. And a Silvergill Adept from the other one, which is a card draw on a body if they reveal another Merfolk. And they've got a Merfolk Mistbinder in hand. We know that. We know they're drawing Silvergill Adept. I like the design of Goblin Guide. Not only does it guide your opponent to more lands, like a true tour guide, but it also guides you in letting you know what your opponent's up to. And I think Flavorfully, it always struck me as one of my favourite, like, flavour cards from original Zendikar. I was like, huh, it's flavourful on so many levels. So many levels. I also love the original art. There's something very, not ethereal, not even abstract. There's just something charming about the old goblin. The way he's pointing one way and holding the lantern another, and he's dropping all his scrolls down to the floor there. The GP promo goblin guide, I'm quite a fan. I like it. He looks a bit lost as well. I like it almost as much as I like steamballing an opponent with just a really explosive burn hand. In Uro we trust. Okay, this one-lander double Uro hand is pretty fucking bad. So we will not be keeping this. I'm sorry, Uro. You are a blessing and a curse on this game. You bring so much joy to so many people, said no one ever. But you fucked my hand up here. We're going to have a look at this hand's a keeper. We're going to bottom a skewer. And this hand is actually probably garbage. But I can cast all 3 of my spells. And if they play a vial, I'm going to smash the fucking shit. I'm going to smash the back doors off that vial. Now, if we draw a 1-drop, we're actually in pretty good shape. Here we go. 1 time, 1 mana creature. You fucker. On the other upside is that we can actually play Uro off of our mana here by having no islands in play. And therefore, we are not giving in to our opponent's lusty island walking shenanigans. That's right, I think island walking is a sign of the devil. If you're into island walking, then you're not allowed near my children. I don't have any children, but if I had children, you wouldn't be allowed near them. Didn't suspend Riftbolt. I'm kind of starting to ask myself why. Could have killed anything they played here with it. I was too busy thinking about how lustful Island Walk is. We're about to see a Curse Catcher here. No, just a Kumena's Speaker. Okay. Really wish I suspended that bolt. Like, I can't begin to explain how much I wish I suspended it. I'm glad that's not a Lord. I'll give it that. Okay, we're going to smash the vial now, which means we're in for a world of pain next turn, but we can bolt one thing, suspend a Rift Bolt, cast an Uro the following turn, and hopefully love life. Lord of Alas. So we're in for a lot of pain here. This is 6 damage. If we draw another land, we can actually go Uro, put the land down, and bolt, which I think would be pretty good for like padding out our life total and killing the Lord, but we have to kill the Lord this turn. We go to 13. So we're going to suspend a Rift Bolt. We're going to Lava Spike our opponents. Then we're going to pass back to them. We're going to take a whole ton of damage this. They cast another Lord. We're going to bolt the Lord of Atlantis. They're having the explosive start that we had last game. We still take, what's this? 9 damage? Oh, just a casual 9. Go to 3. We're going to Rift Bolt the Lord of Atlantis here. We're going to play an Uro, which will gain us 3 life, but it cost us 1 to cast it, so we'll end up in 5. We kind of need to draw another 1 mana burn spell here. Kill the Lord. Draw a Goblin Guide. Cast an Uro. Gain 3 life, draw a card. If it's a land, put it into play. It's not a land. We're dead. We're dead, and it's all your fucking fault, Uro. No one else. I know I made the choice to put you in here, but you lured me in with that gaping maw. Look, there's a 4th round, but no. I've been led astray by all you island-walking sexy fish and your fucking Uros. I should be playing fucking mono white or white green. Burn with Uro was a terrible mistake, and I shouldn't have listened to any of you. I think it was my idea, wasn't it? Fuck!